Hey guys, I saw something that I wanted to talk about. I'm hoping I can stay calm when I do this response. But I saw this young Mexican chick. She was stitching this Mexican dude who was telling about the conditions of the concentration camp they were holding people in Florida. Very horrific conditions. And she was elaborating on the conditions and what's going on with them and how it's time to come together. It's time for unity. This FAFO stuff it's dangerous now, and shame on black people for bringing this FAFO into something like the political climate today. First of all, let me explain something to you. Black people have been saying you can fuck around and find out if you want to way before 2025. Okay? So don't act like we sit up and brought this up just now to laugh or make fun of you guys or some kind of way be dangerous to your health. Come out with that sentiment out here. No one's gonna want to speak out about the conditions. Let me tell you something. Those conditions are horrific. People are gonna speak out on conditions like that, no matter what anybody has to say. So first of all, fall up off us. Quit trying to demonize the black people as if we are the very existence of your pain, or it's our fault that you guys are in the predicament that you're in today. This is all on you. I don't give a damn what you said. These new numbers came out, then it showed that y'all did not vote for Trump the way y'all did. You still didn't vote 90%. You didn't vote 92%. You didn't vote 80%. What did you really vote? The bottom line is that not only you, but look at every other group around you. Not one group voted for democracy, voted blue like the African American group. Not one group other than us made a unanimous stand to fight so these things would not be happening today. Not even your own. The numbers you quoting, they don't even apply to ours. They don't even compare to ours. Get out for us and get on the people whose really fault this is. You remember them Cubans for Trump? Do you remember them? Do you remember those boat rides out there where they saucing and dancing how they gonna be voting for Donald Trump? Did you see your Hispanic sisters and brothers sitting up trashing Kamala Harris the entire time during the election, during the campaign? Did you see that? Because I didn't see your face out hollering about we need to be united. I didn't see your face hollering about how dangerous it is not to be united before November 6th. I have never seen you. But now you want to jump out here and try to put this at our doorsteps, that the horrific conditions that your people are dealing with now, you want to somehow try to make that our fault? Is that what you really want to do? You really want to do that? Because see, we already know what your real problem is. Your real problem is it wasn't enough for us to try to educate you on what was really going to happen because we saw the writing on the wall. It wasn't enough for you that we wanted to educate you on Project 2025 that laid out this plan that they were going to implement. It wasn't good enough for you that we were sitting out here screaming our heads off telling you, do you not hear what they're saying? You think you're going to be exhumed from this? You think you're going to be immune from this? No, baby, you going to. That's his whole agenda. But no, because black people words have never meant anything to you. Black people's opinions have never meant anything to you. And our unity with you, you never wanted it. Get real. Quit lying about the history. Talking about something. Yeah, I know we helped y'all with slavery. Baby, Mexico had slavery too. And the Mexican president that ended slavery in Mexico was an Afro-Hispanic. Meaning he looked more like this than he looked like you. And ask me what happened to him after he got rid of slavery in Mexico. Yeah, right. Pew pew. Get off of it. Quit wasting valuable time trying to demonize a whole group of people that for the entire 2024 year, we were screaming our heads off trying to tell y'all, listen, this is not what you think it is. This is what he was going to do. We were coming with receipts. We were sitting up taking our own time reading Project 2025 page by page. So you would be informed and make informed, intelligent decisions instead of going based on your anti-blackness. And for you to get on this social media and act like your race does not have an issue with anti-blackness when a lot of your own people have come out and busted y'all ass on it, saying I grew up in the Hispanic community. My mom told me not to play with black children. My mom told me don't befriend black people because they're not going to be anything but criminals and in jail. So quit acting like, baby, you and us are like this, that we have each other's back. Stop the lying. You wasting valuable time. Instead of really focusing on getting that message out there, you just had to get that dig in there at us, didn't it? Like we the ones picking y'all ass up. Like we the ones signing the executive order, sending them folks out to y'all. We have zero power when it comes to your suffering. And you want to sit up here and lay it at the black people doorstep? In any shape, form, or fashion? When your real problem is we won't come out there and bleed for your ass no more. That's your real problem. Yeah, see, you went and when I say you, I'm talking about your whole Hispanic community. I'm talking about all of them down the freaking board. Look at the numbers. None of y'all came out in a United States. Not one came out in the United States and voted against what's going on right now. Miss me with this bullshit you talking now. What you need to be doing, why don't you go holler at them Latinos for Trump that was out there partying and saucy into how they were going to vote for Donald Trump? Why don't you go talk to those Hispanics who got on the news and said they had illegal immigrants in their family? They had nieces and cousins, and they didn't give a damn. Pick them up if they had to. Those were your people. Those were your people. You didn't mention them not once in your video. And then I was told when you go up to your page, you even double down on it. So you know what? No, we're not going to put our lives on the line for you. No, we're not shedding another ounce of blood for you. No, we are not going to risk life and limb for you because, see, that's the only thing you want from us. Our words mean nothing to you because if they did, you wouldn't be in the position you're in today. Our opinions mean nothing. You quit lying like y'all respect what we have to say. Quit lying like y'all value our input. You don't. We saw that in this election term. You don't. You can't have it both freaking ways. The numbers are not lying. And even if they weren't as high as it was projected in the first round of results, it was still less than what we did. It was still less than what we did. It wasn't 90. It wasn't 70. Was it? You did not have a united front in your own community. How you gonna come out here and ask for a united front now? And dig at us on the way in? You think baby, if we weren't gonna stand up for you then, we sure as hell ain't finna stand up for you now. Cause see, now we see you. We see you. You ain't using us no more. Y'all got DEI because of us. Y'all got equal opportunity because of us. Y'all got equal housing because of us. Y'all asses are even here because of us. No more. It was never appreciated. It was never respected. It was never reverenced. Because in your own community, how do you talk about us? And don't waste your time lying. Your people are already out here spilling the beans on you. Yes, baby, they already snitching. So you can take this fake rage and this misguided blame and you can shove it where the sun don't shine, baby. You might want to spend a little bit more of your time, the little precious time you have, is trying to come up with a plan with you and your people. Why don't you go call your folk? You know, your fellow Trump supporters. You know, the ones that voted this shit in. You don't have one negative word for them, do you? You don't have one negative word for them Latinos for Trump, Venezuelans for Trump, Hispanics for Trump, Mexicans for Trump. You ain't got a damn bad word for them, do you? But you're coming at us. And we're the one who stood a united front so this would not happen to you. So you know what? You on your own. Yeah. You're on your own. From as far as I'm concerned, I can only speak for me. But I would never, hear me and hear me well, I'll never get on the front line that has anything to do with you anymore. Because you know what? You don't want that until it's going to be our blood. But when we try to give you knowledge,
question for all the lefties and the Democrats on the left side. How does it feel to lose? I guess as Republicans and conservatives, we'll never know.
Your name is Esmeralda. On your page, you have, in big bold letters, Latinos for Trump. I am not a Latino man at all. I am not the son of migrant workers. I am not the son of people who are fleeing war-torn places and threats of death and violence. So, in this regard, I cannot speak to that experience. But I can speak to this one. Politics is not a game. It never has been, and it never will be. You didn't win anything. You lost. You're just too blind to see it. You are raising the flag and being happy that you won as ICE raids continue in several cities all over America, illegally in certain instances. But you think you won. The idea of looking at politics like a football game inevitably hurts everyone. Because you see, you think you won, and there are people, Latinos, who will tell you otherwise. You won nothing. You hurt your own community. There are mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, grandmas and grandpas, uncles and aunts that are being snatched up and taken away, destroying families, hurting places like farms and restaurants. But you think you won. It is all fun and games until it happens to you. And then you will see the folly of believing in politics as a football game. You are just entirely too blind to see it. But I can almost guarantee you, and again, I don't speak for the Latino and Spanish-speaking community when I say this. I'm almost willing to bet there are some Latinos, some Spanish-speaking people, who find you disgusting because of your winning attitude towards a man who has shown nothing but contempt for people like you. You really honestly think you won something. And in the back of your head, you think that the good guys came back and Trump is going to make America great again. But you didn't read the fine print, which is this. They want people like you gone. Oh, well, he's only going after the criminals. No, he's not. Look at that entire plane load of Venezuelans that he took to El Salvador. And how many of them didn't have a criminal record? Do you think he gives a damn about your immigration status? The man is trying to get rid of birthright citizenship, which will inevitably touch you, Esmeralda. Have you shown this to your parents, your grandparents, your uncles or aunts, your cousins, your brothers or sisters? I'm pretty sure they will tell you that nobody won anything. And in fact, we all lost. I hope and pray that this does not happen to anyone you love. Not for selfish reasons, I mean every single word of it. Because I believe diversity makes us strong. I voted to keep your community whole. You voted against me, voting for your community to be whole. So I'm going to ask you, what did you win? And follow up, in the words of Gamora from Infinity War, what did it cost?
All right, Latinos, mi gente, we need to do better. I need you to watch this video all the way through because it's important for everyone, no matter what background, no matter what you believe. I need you to watch this. A few days ago, I made a video about unity. You can go look at it. It's called We Are Stronger When We Unite. And the overall message of that video was, if all of the minorities, particularly the Black community, if we came together with Latinos, just how powerful could we be? What are the things that we could change? What is the impact that we could create? I was coming from hey, if we unite, we can do a lot. And the Black community showed up and they had a lot to say, and it wasn't great. But I'm thankful because they clarified that in my message, I missed very important context that changes, or more so, speaks to the truth of where we're at. We are in a very important place in history. We are in a position where how we organize the things that we do now, today, tomorrow, in this administration is going to determine a lot. Go back, look through my video, watch the comments. But if you notice, the overwhelming numbers that you'll hear is 92%. 92% being the amount of people in the Black community who overwhelmingly voted for Harris. Now, you compare that to the 46 to 52% of Latinos that voted for Trump. I was asking for them to come help us. And their response was, first of all, we've been doing this a lot longer than you. But second of all, you can't even help yourself. Why would we come and help you? And after reading through 150 plus comments and responding to most of them, it really dawned on me that they're right. They have been organizing and fighting and responsible primarily for the progress of this country for hundreds of years. And for us Latinos, we can't even get our house in order. We can't even agree on who we should vote for and who has our interest in mind. And not to mention now with these protests, I'm seeing people burning American flags. Why would you burn the flag of the country you're fighting so hard to stay in? Why? We are proud Mexicans. We are proud Latinos. I understand the flags because it represents who we are. But we should also be flying American flags because this is our home. This is my home. I've been here for 32 out of my 33 years in life. It is not us versus America. It is us fighting for what America is for us. And it is us learning to unite and support each other and organize. We have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of conversations that we need to have, and we need to unite and organize and do a better job of moving in the same direction, moving in the direction that is going to be good for all of us. So a lot of the comments were, don't come and ask us for help. Take care of your own house. Figure out what y'all got to do. This message has to be for you. And it was hard. It was hard to read through the comments. It was hard to comment back. It was hard to hear it again and again and again. But I'm so grateful for the Black community that showed up and had this discussion, because they're right. And you know what? We do need their help, but we need to learn how to organize the way they did. Instead of asking them for help because we're the ones in trouble now, we need to learn how to organize ourselves. And more so, before we can ask anyone else to jump to our aid, we need to learn to jump to our own aid, and we need to learn to be there and support other people before we ask anyone else to come help us. So for all of the people who commented, we're sitting this one out as a Black community, y'all figure it out, I get it. And I think it's right. I think it's right, because we as Latinos, we have to do a better job of supporting each other. We have to do a better job of organizing. We have to do a better job of proving that we can unite and we can organize under a common cause. And not just because we need it, but because it's good for everyone. And when our Black brothers and sisters are there and they're going through it, we have to show up for them. Unity starts with us setting the example. It starts with us making the changes that we need to make in order to help ourselves. Because other people are going to be a lot more willing to help us if we're organized, if we're moving in the right direction, and if we're doing things for others because it's the right thing to do. So if you are a Latino and you are someone who wants to make a change, and if you're someone who wants to see America be better for us, we have to learn how to organize within ourselves. We have to learn how to better understand what it is we want and do it the right way. Stop burning American flags. Organize. Learn to support each other. Don't vote because the things that he's saying, the hateful things, the hateful rhetoric doesn't apply to you. Don't vote for just what's good for you. Vote for what's good for your own family, your own loved ones, even if you don't have any family that's undocumented. We have to come together, and we have to learn that until we are voting for an America that is good for everyone, it's not going to be the America that we want to live in. So yeah, I learned, and again, I've said it before, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I made that video. I'm grateful that I had so many people reach out, and the love and support from that community that I felt once we had conversation, once people DM'd me and we had a chat, it was incredible. They've done so much for all of us that we don't even notice. We've benefited so much from the Black community and all of the effort that they've put in to make this country one where people like us are more accepted. It's our turn. It's our turn to lead the charge. And not just because we're the ones being attacked right now, but because we have the numbers, but because we have the power. And I think once we learn to organize, once we learn to row in the right direction, to take the charge in fighting for everyone's rights, then the black community and every other community is going to be much more open to unifying with us. It may take time. We may not agree. We may not get a lot of this right, but I think we have to want it. And I think we have to step out of our own personal bubbles and step out of this, not my battle, not my fight, because it is. So to all of those in the black community who saw my video, who commented and said, take care of your own house, talk to your own people, I appreciate it, because I think that's what we need to do.
How black and brown unity is beneficial to all communities, which you would have noticed if...
So you would know how I stand if you knew about my work. You're right. We won't do any revisionist history. So I'm going to cede this point to you. Yes, it is beneficial for the black community and the Latino community to be together. But while I'm giving you that point, I'm going to take two away. Why did not all, but why did some people within the Latino community hold Vice President Harris to a standard they never held Donald Trump to? It's a simple question. If you tell me that in your life, you have never heard from your family, your friends, your loved ones, people within your community, any anti-blackness, I have to believe you. I got no choice. I don't know how you lived. Gotta believe it, right? Right? But do you think your story would be unique? Do you remember that Mexican man that sat in that car after Trump was elected and talked about how the Mexican community doesn't need black folks because we don't know how to organize amongst our own? Remember that? Now, is that indicative of all Mexican or Latino people? Nope. But you did see him, right? You did see the Mexican woman a couple of weeks ago who was talking shit about black women, right? You did see that, right? I want you to go over to YouTube and type in Reese Waters. He has a video that he did about 10 hours ago where he talked about now how Cuban Americans are now in the crosshairs of the Trump administration. The same Cuban Americans who voted overwhelmingly for Donald Trump. Now the Cuban Americans are in the crosshairs. Venezuelans, El Salvadorans, Guatemalans, we know Mexicans. They're all in the crosshairs, right? Right? You gonna tell me that there is no anti-blackness in that? While you're watching that video, there is a Cuban man on TikTok, Cuban man, Cuban woman, who had the nerve to spread more bullshit about Vice President Harris, which had been debunked. But him and his woman felt perfectly happy doing it. Right? Right? So are you seeing now a pattern? Of course, like I said, I cede to you. Yes, there was unity between black and brown communities. Notice I said was. Why is that? 92% of black women, 80% of black men voted against putting a guy in office who called Mexicans rapists, murderers, and drug dealers. Now I know what you're thinking. Well, 8% of white black women and 20% of black men, and you don't think we don't chin check their ass? You don't think we out here fighting every goddamn day against them Coonesians? Why are you sending so much vitriol towards the black community when there are people within the Latino community who practice anti-blackness? Why you over here? Why you over here? These people, they're right there. Am I asking you to carry the water for the entire Latino community? Absolutely not. But what I am asking you is this. Why are you so hell-bent on checking every black person that talks about the fact that this character issue election happened and we have no allies, rather than asking yourself, why did those people over there vote for a motherfucker who talked shit about them to their face? See, that's all I'm asking. It's really all I'm asking. That's why I said, who am I talking to? Because while you over here checking black men and black women, there's Latino men and Latino women on here who are practicing anti-blackness. You want to show unity? Deal with them. The same fucking way we deal with ours. We are checking these coons every time they pop up. But for some reason, not all, but a lot of Latino people, a lot of Mexican people, a lot of Spanish-speaking people are not checking them. Why you over here fighting us? You want to show unity? You want to show unity? Deal with them. And by the way, the crux of my video, the one that you sped the fuck up, I hate that shit. This is not what you sounded like over there. Now you sound like somebody totally different. Wonder why that is.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back to watch my videos. And if you're a returning subscriber, you're welcome. Please, if you have not subscribed, do well to click like, share, and comment. Guys, the truth of the matter is that whatever happens in this life, it happens based on your decision that you make. Now, I will agree with a lot of creators in this video talking about the importance of coming together. The Latinos and the Black community is really nice because togetherness, you fight a lot, right? You can achieve a lot when you fight together, when you agreed on something. And there have been a lot of regret. And the truth now is that you can't do anything about it. The deal has been done. The current president is going to be there till the next 4 years. Who knows? But what I love about people speaking up for the need to come together is that they can still make amend, because 4 years is around the corner. Before you blink and open your eyes, we're already at the end of this administration, even though the people are finding it out the wrong way, right? There are many people that FAFO is really affecting the most, but I will encourage and agree with them that this call to come together is the best thing to do. So I want you to drop your thoughts in the comment section. I want you to like, I want you to share, I want you to tell me what you think about these videos. Thank you so much for coming back once again. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.